All right, everybody, here we go. We are going to build our very first Google Shopping campaign. So, as you can see, I am now in Google Ads, and I have selected to add a new campaign. All right, and they have all of these different. I guess you can kind of say that they're, goals guidance, right? And for the sake of this, we want to do sales. Um, and it selects different styles. You can do a search campaign, which is basically the text ads which run in Google. We can run a display campaign. But what this video is going to be about is setting up a shopping campaign. Okay. I learned a long time ago that it was easier to start building audience with only people who were actually searching for the product I'm selling. This is key, very, very key, because we're not random testing interest to find out an interest of, somebody on Facebook who's trying to buy. These are people who are actively searching for this product. And then Google shows the ad, the user clicks on the ad, goes to the landing page, and then purchases. Conversion rates are much higher, okay? And it is a pay for play. So you pay for every click, not for every impression. So let's start with a shopping campaign. And what's going to happen, it's going to select your Merchant Center account, okay? We've got it selected to ours, and for the dummy account that we used before. So we've selected the United States. Now, you've got two selections here. I am, like I said, an old school guy. I like to manage my own campaigns, so I always select Standard Shopping Campaign. And we're going to click the Continue button. And when this page loads, we will move on to the next step. So we want to name our campaign, and for the sake of this, I'm going to name it Test. And we're going to select additional settings and inventory filter. So inventory filter, what that is, okay, is if we don't select the filter, we're going to be pulling all of the products from the feed, which may be what you're trying to do. I always suggest starting with a bunch of products to find out which one sells best and to get multiple products working at the same time. Or we can filter, and we can select just by, our custom labels here. So remember when we did the wrench, okay, we could select custom label 0, and that was a tool, right? So now we can select our one tool product, right? But for the sake of this, we're going to go to no filter. I always leave local products disabled, and bidding. So this is very important to, you've got target ROAS, you've got maximize clicks, enhance cost per click. I always start with manual cost per click, but I help increase conversions with enhanced CPC. Very important, okay? For the sake of this budget, we will start at $100 a day. Now, it doesn't have to be that amount. It could be $50, it could be $20. Now, the key to understand is here, the more products you have, the higher your daily budget will be. Now, this will not spend unless somebody clicks on the ad. So don't be so scared here to put a high number. We want to make sure Google serves the ads. And the quicker we can get data, right, the quicker we can start moving along to step 2 of this process, right? Delivery method, I always select standard. And if this is your first campaign, and for the sake of just starting, we're going to keep it in the low category. Now, you can select to include Google search partners, which I do. Very few people I find click on those, but it's okay. And then we select our geo, and then your start date, right? We can get more granular with this as time goes on, but right now we're finding out who's going to be clicking on our stuff. So now we've gotten to the ad group setting, right? And I always, when I start out this first campaign, I select all products. And that'll ring true here for a little bit, and I'll show you why. Now, for an average bid, okay, for the sake of this, I start at $2. And I'll walk you through why I start there and why this bid doesn't matter so much, because what we're going to be doing is bidding on individual products based upon the profitability of that product. So simply hit the save button. And what happens is we have a new campaign, right? And it's eligible. So what we're going to do next is very, very important, okay? Is we're going to hit the subdivide button, okay? And we are going to subdivide all products, okay, by the item ID. Now, what this is going to do is going to pull all the products in the store, okay, and subdivide them into their each individual groups so we can bid on them separately. Okay, so we can select all of the products, continue to edit bids, okay, and now you can see, remember that ketone meter, right? So current max CPC is $2, right? So the rule of thumb that I always use for these campaigns, okay, is that we want to take the amount you're going to sell the product for. So say it's $22.95, and the price of which the product is completely landed in the other country, which in this case it's $6.80. That gives us $16.15 to work with. If you divide that by 10, and to start with, you know, a $1.61 bid, okay, and the way we change that is simply go into here, $1.61, and hit save, right? So I'm going to go through that for every single product, right, and select the new cost per click. And once that's completed, I hit the save button. And now you can see the structure of the campaign, right? You simply hover over the item, it tells you what it is, if it's approved, and if it's running. And we can go in and we can manually change each and every product in one campaign, right? To bid on, right? Because, you know, we're going to be bidding, changing these up and down. But the most important thing right now is that we start serving the ad, right? And that's how I always set up my very first campaign with Google Shopping. Now you may find people that have different methods, but this has always worked for me. So in the next campaign, what I'm going to do is, or the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to, once you start collecting data, to find out to raise bids, lower bids, optimizing your campaigns, which is very important because what we're going to do is we're going to use negative keywords to optimize our campaign. So next segment, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that.